My best friend ghosted me after ex-boyfriend committed suicide, but turns out she was being blackmailed, and the truth was 10 times worse than I could have ever imagined. When I was 15, I found my first love, Amy. It was one of those friendships where you tell each other what you had for breakfast, whether or not you remembered to go to your dentist appointment at 3:30 p.m. on a random Tuesday, and give each other the answers for homework. And even when I got my boyfriend, Oscar, she was still my priority. Actually, we would all hang out together. We even had our own inside jokes. My school life became so sweet that I forgot how bad things at home were. But like any 10th grade relationship, we broke up. And because it was during the pandemic, my comfort was found in Disney Plus movies and making those foam coffees from TikTok. Well, that and calls with Amy. If not for her, there's no way I would have been eating more than half a meal a day, or even be able to brush my teeth every night. And even when I was being a dumba and fell into the breakup, get back together cycle with Oscar, she stuck by me. She'd listen to me rant about the same thing for hours on end, and listen like it was the first time ever. But then things took a turn. It was the start of 11th grade, and out of nowhere, Amy practically started ignoring me. It hurt even more than my breakups with Oscar. For months, I tried everything to extend the olive branch. When she ignored my texts about homework answers, I printed them out and left them in her locker. And when she practically ran away from me as soon as school ended, I started leaving baskets at her door multiple times a week, filled with her favorite instant noodles, fruit, and VP flavor. I always had this nagging feeling like something was very wrong, and I knew ignoring it would mean that I was neglecting my friend in her time of need. But by December, I had given up, because things had taken such a turn with Oscar that I couldn't focus on anything anymore. My grades went to poop. I could barely breathe because of how much I was simping, and I could barely sit in class without soaking my CVID mask with tears. And when Christmas break came, things got even more confusing. Because it was 2020, the year Christmas was ruined for me forever. Because as I unwrapped my gifts under the tree, enjoying the only day of the year where my parents didn't hit or yell at us, I got the call. It was Amy. I practically sprinted towards the bathroom to take it. "Are you sitting down?" I lied and said yes, just wanting her to get the information out as fast as possible. She followed up the information with a "sorry for your loss," before instantly hanging up the phone. I couldn't help but start shouting in pain. It felt like my heart was being penetrated with shards of glass. Suddenly, my instincts kicked in, and I grabbed the nearest towel and stuffed it in my mouth. But it was too late, because my parents had already heard me. And just like that, Christmas was ruined. Because Oscar had unalived by sewer slide, and because I failed to hide it from my parents, they came upstairs and started wailing on me for ruining Christmas Day. After that, I locked myself in the bathroom, sobbing uncontrollably, trying to get online to see if it was really true. Then I saw Oscar's mom's Facebook post, this formal announcement thanking everyone for their prayers during this difficult time, and I completely lost it. I threw up until there was nothing left, then just dry heaved on the bathroom floor. Christmas was officially ruined forever, but that was just the beginning of how my entire life would unravel. When school started back in January, I walked through the halls like a zombie. I expected some acknowledgement from our classmates about Oscar, maybe a memorial announcement or counselors checking in with his friends, but there was nothing. A few teachers gave me these sad, knowing looks, but no one actually said anything. It was like everyone was pretending he never existed. I kept checking my phone, hoping Amy would text me something, anything more about what happened. How did he do it? Did he leave a note? Why hadn't anyone seen it coming? The questions kept circling in my head with no answers. One day I spotted Amy in the cafeteria sitting with some people I barely recognized. I practically ran over, desperate for information, but the second she saw me, she grabbed her tray and left.